Hello students, today's topic will be pharmacokinetics. So what is pharmacokinetics? It is how the human body act on the drug. So the passage of drug from its site of administration to its entry into bloodstream is called drug absorption. So in pharmacokinetics, first of all we will study about the drug absorption. So the absorption of drug refers to its entry from route of administration site and to the absorption in bloodstream and passage of drugs across cell membrane. So this passage is restricted by the lipids barrier present at the permeable membrane. So next is process of absorption, how the absorption occurs. So the process of absorption may be simple diffusion, and the drugs like urea, alcohol, they are easily absorbed by simple diffusion. And the cell membrane is a lipid bilayer, so the lipid soluble drugs diffuse quickly than water soluble drugs. So the cell membrane is more permeable to non-ionized drugs in comparison to ionized water soluble drugs. So जो ड्रग होती है फिर वो कैसे अब्जॉर्ब होगी, इट मे बी अब्जॉर्ब बाय द एक्टिव ट्रांसपोर्ट प्रोसेस. So the ions which are transported by this active transport process, they are potassium, sodium and iodine ions. In addition to this, amino acids, organic acids and bases, and weak electrolytes in ionized form can also be absorbed or transported. So the drugs like pyrimidine, glucose, they are transported by this process. So this process is more rapid than the simple diffusion. So also there will be pinocytosis. So pinocytosis is the process of absorption in unicellular organisms like amoeba. So the cell in this process takes up fluid from its surroundings. So next is factors affecting absorption of drugs. So the factors affecting absorption of drugs are as under. First one is pharmaceutical factors. First one is in pharmaceutical factor. First factor is particle size. So when a drug is given to a patient by oral route, that is by mouth, in the form of tablet, capsule or powder form in the GIT tract, it gets disintegrated into small particles and then gets dissolved and is absorbed. So the drug with small particle size is absorbed to larger extent than the drug with larger particle size. Example is glycofulvin tablet, which is an antifungal agent. It contains micronized particles which have more and quick absorption. So next factor is compression of tablet. So a highly compressed tablet requires more time for disintegration as compared to lightly compressed tablets. So next is solubility of drugs. So it is an amorphous form of drug which is more soluble than crystalline form. So the rate and extent of absorption is called bioavailability. So the same drug administered by different routes, for example oral route, subcutaneous or intramuscular route, they may have different bioavailability. So example is chloroamphenicol. So chloroamphenicol palmitate exists in amorphous as well as in crystalline form. So amorphous chloramphenicol palmitate has 10 times more bioavailability than the crystalline form. So next factor will be physical nature of drugs. So the suspension form of drug will be absorbed faster than solid form, such as in form of tablet or capsule. So next is concentration. So higher concentration of drug helps in better absorption of drug. So which is first one is oily preparations. So oily preparations are slowly absorbed orally than aqueous preparations given by intramuscular route. So next factor is vasoconstrictor drugs. Adrenaline, which is also called epinephrine, it decreases absorption of drugs. So next is patient factors. First factor is intestine motility. So the drugs get absorbed from small intestine, and the increase in motility of intestine will decrease the absorption of drugs. So in diarrhea, there is an increase in intestinal motility, which affects the absorption of drugs. So the presence of food in GIT tract will also affect the absorption of drug. So the absorption of drug with the presence of food in GIT varies with the drug. So in some cases absorption is decreased, and in some cases absorption may be increased. So also in some cases absorption may be unaffected with the presence of or absence of food. So presence of milk in GIT decreases absorption of tetracycline. So that is why tetracycline is not advised to be taken with milk. So next is enterohepatic circulation. So enterohepatic circulation of drug affect the bioavailability of the drug. And next factor which may be considered as a first pass metabolism. So what is first pass metabolism? When the drugs enters into the bloodstream after absorption, it may undergo for the metabolism into the liver. So it is called first pass metabolism. So it occurs in the intestinal walls and liver. So some drugs after absorption from intestine are metabolized in liver and intestinal walls before entering into systemic circulation, which affects the absorption of the drug. So also increased exercise or application of heat to the site of intramuscular administration increases absorption of drug, and routes also play very important role in the absorption of drug, that is subcutaneous intramuscular by mouth affects absorption of drug because absorption of drug which, will be different for each route of administration of drug. So next factor which we can consider is distribution of drugs. So when drug is absorbed in the body, it is distributed to various body tissues and fluids. So the drugs which pass easily through cell membranes achieve wide distribution, and drugs which do not pass through cell membrane has limited distribution. So it has a effect on fetal circulation. So in case of pregnant women, drug entry into fetal blood circulation is controlled or restricted by blood placental barrier. So this barrier exists between maternal and fetal circulation. So that is why digitalis cross placental barrier, which may cause toxicity to fetus and it may lead to the premature delivery. So the blood placental barrier allows lipid soluble non-ionized drugs to pass through this barrier. So next is effect of on central nervous system. So after absorption of drug, entry into central nervous system is restricted by blood-brain barrier. It is hypothetical barrier which exists between plasma and extracellular surface of brain. So only non-ionized drug lipid soluble enters the central nervous system through blood-brain barrier. So next will be storage. A drug is stored in the body at different areas of body, and drug is slowly released from these areas, and the effect of drug is prolonged. So first of all, plasma protein as albumin stores sulfonamides, phenylbutazone, connective tissue as bone, store the drugs like tetracycline, heavy metals, etc. Next is metabolism of drugs. A drug when absorbed in body after absorption, it may be inactivated or activated and converted into more active compound. So this biotransformation is called as drug metabolism or detoxification. So site of metabolism is metabolism of drugs occurs mainly in liver. So other minor sites are kidneys, placenta, testes and plasma. So in the liver, drug metabolizing enzymes are present, which are called as hepatic microsomal drug metabolizing enzymes. So metabolism of drug is poor in children. It is because of improper development of drug metabolizing enzymes. So women has also less ability to metabolize drugs. So an increase in body temperature causes increase in metabolism rate, whereas decrease in body temperature decrease metabolism rate. So the genetic deficiency in drug metabolism, drug metabolizing enzymes can be inherited. So drug metabolism is different in species. So in rabbit atropine is metabolized due to presence of enzyme atropinase, whereas it may be toxic to the humans. So humans are lack of this enzyme, so atropine is toxic to humans and non-toxic to rabbits. So there are different types of metabolizing reactions. So the metabolizing reaction can be categorized into the two types. First one is non-synthetic or phase 1 reaction. Second one is synthetic or phase 2 reaction. Phase 1 reactions are oxidation, reduction, hydrolysis and cyclization. And phase 2 reactions are acetylation, methylation and conjugation reactions. So in case of excretion of drugs, so when drug is taken, that is ingested, it is absorbed and distributed to various tissues, fluids and organs of the body, and it is then excreted after its therapeutic action. So excretion of drug decreases its duration of action. So the excretion of drug in turn decreases toxicity. So the drug may be excreted in an active or inactive form. So the drugs are eliminated or excreted from the body in the following ways methods. Excretion through kidneys. The drugs are excreted through kidneys by first one is active tubular secretion as penicillin and passive glomerular filtration. Most of drugs are excreted by this mechanisms. And next is passive tubular infusion. Mipacrin and salicylates are extracted by this method. In case of renal impairment, renal damage, excretion of drug is decreased and the toxicity is increased. So excretion through lungs, first one is volatile drugs like alcohol, general anesthetics, paraldehyde are excreted through lungs. Next is excretion through saliva. So the drugs excreted through saliva may impart metallic taste to tongue. So the drugs like iodides, metallic salts are excreted through saliva. So lead is eliminated through saliva and its deposition produces black lining of the teeth. So next is excretion through milk. So student, as you know, the the breast milk is more acidic than plasma. So the basic drugs as pethidine is eliminated or excreted through milk. So many other drugs are excreted in the breast milk. Also excretion through skin. So the mercurial salts, arsenic, which are heavy metals, are excreted through skin, and the excretion through intestine. Purgatives, senna, cascara, they have been absorbed in small intestine, which are further excreted in large intestine and pass through feces. So next is excretion through bile. So medicines like phenolphthalein, diphenylhydantoin, they are excreted through bile to small intestine, and these drugs are reabsorbed and carried to the liver. So which are further excreted through bile to small intestine. So by this process, duration of action of drug is prolonged, and this process is called as enterohepatic circulation of drug. So in the last, we will just look at the quick points. So the drugs may be derived from plants kingdom, animals, minerals from microorganisms, and they can also be synthesized. So there will be various types of sources of the drugs. So the drugs are excreted from body through the kidneys, through the lungs, through the saliva, through breast milk, through skin, through intestine, and through bile. And when drug is absorbed in the body, it is distributed to various body tissues and cells and fluids. So the passage of drugs from a site of administration to its entry in bloodstream is called absorption. And the factors affecting absorption are pharmaceutical factors like particle size, compression of tablet, solubility of drugs, physical nature of drug, vasoconstrictor drugs, patient factors, intestinal motility, presence of food in GIT and route of administration of drug and enterohepatic circulation. So the rate and extent of absorption is called as bioavailability. So the process of drug metabolism is also called biotransformation, and the unwanted effect produced by a drug is called toxicity. So students, that is all for the day. Thank you. And in next lecture we will discuss about the pharmacodynamics.